So I guess if this thing comes up short, he can field it and run it out. All right, here we go. 50.
Of a fighting nation, owner of the fastest finish in UFC championship history.
Well, you remember what they did in overtime of Super Bowl 51. Boom. James White ending it right down the field they go.
He'll swim in the medley relay final tomorrow night, but this is the last time we'll see him singular.
Rahman. 56-yarder. It's got, no, does not have the leg. And Chris Davis takes it in the back of the end zone. He'll run it. He'll run it out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Touchdown. Good luck, Bruce. Time at 1:55. 16.
Away, so the last individual swim for the greatest Olympian of all time.
Over the middle of the field.
Middle, caught, Edelman holds on.
Coming with a run for Diver. It's going to be closest Diver.
Did it. Get a home in Ireland.
Sealed, down the middle. Edelman again with a third down catch.
Coming hard, Phelps. He's still a chance. He's a real big chance. Can he do it again? He hits it, and he does.
35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh my God! Davis is going to run it all the way back.
To the end zone. Hello, Super Bowl. New England is heading back.
Here in this round.
Auburn's going to win the football game. I'll win the football game.
A few weeks ago, my dad was watching Olympic figure skating that took place in Beijing not long ago. As I was passing by the TV, somebody was finishing up their routine when I heard that the world-class Nathan Chen was up next as the last skater. He was also the projected favorite to take home gold. This caught my interest as I remember back in 2018, he was the favorite to win where he did the equivalent of a bomb out and didn't really live up to the expectations and hype he had coming for him into the games. I decided to sit down and root for him. Yeah, I know it's a little bit biased because, he's American, also Asian American. His name's also Nathan, and his last name also starts with the C, and is competing at the Olympics, but that's besides the fact. As he got onto the ice, you could really feel the importance and stakes of this moment. During this time, I also noticed something very different from the previous skater: his demeanor. He didn't look nervous or jittery, he just had this look on his face, second to none of a champion. One can call this state of mind the world-renowned flow state. And I know some of you are thinking, alright Nate, the flow state, we all get it, it's nothing new, it's been around forever. But I want you to understand, as his program continued, he seemed to just get better. And for that 2 minutes and 40 seconds he was on the ice, he left no doubt in anybody's mind that he was the best in the world. But again, his dominating performance was not the only thing that stood out to me. What really stood out was for that 2 minutes and 40 seconds, he was truly alive. And he was enjoying every moment. He was doing what he was put on this earth to do. And just by his body language, you could tell that he wasn't competing for social clout or the things that come with winning a gold medal. He wasn't competing just to get through it and being able to look back on what he'd accomplished later. In other words, he wasn't competing as a means to an end. He was competing for the moment. Now, we commonly hear top-level athletes claim that nothing makes them feel more alive than competing in their respective discipline. Not the pregame hype or the post-fight interview and press conference praise, but the actual act of being in the arena. Furthermore, it seems as if they live for the defining moments where everything is on the line, the stakes are high, and the pressure of everything is on no one else's back but their own. You know, game-winning drives and shots, championship rounds, and final legs. In these moments, there's nothing to hide behind. There's no doctored up social media posts or poker face of confidence. This is where the pure athlete, competitor, and desire to win inside of you is shown. For the people watching these defining moments, it can be very inspiring. You might even fantasize what it would be like to be in their shoes. You take this inspiration and apply it to your discipline. You head to your training or practice filled with enthusiasm, visualizing what you're going to do and how awesome it's going to look. And you're just eagerly waiting for the next time your defining moment presents itself. As the time goes by, the excitement and hunger fades a bit. It just doesn't feel how you imagined it in your head. And I really think that this is because in today's society, almost everything we consume that fires us up is in the third person. The clutch moments from top-level athletes, the cinematic training edits on Instagram, and the motivational videos on YouTube, we all see it from the third person. And if we're not careful, I think our brains start to confuse these mediums with actual reality, so that when we are actually at training or in competition and you need to perform exceptionally, it doesn't feel as we imagined. It can feel foreign and uncomfortable. I myself have been struggling with performance anxiety for about a year now. One of the ways I would counteract this problem would be to shut off all my emotions, become a robot, and go on autopilot. Basically, do what I have been trained to do and succeed. The problem with this is that I noticed I slowly began to resist the moment subconsciously. It was as if I did not want to fully embrace it, but rather just get through it and come to reap the rewards after I had done what I needed to do. Although this method worked for some time, I felt like I couldn't do it any longer. I had found that after a competition had concluded, I didn't really remember anything. I didn't soak anything in. The present moments of the game, competition, and performance should be special to you. Yes, the stakes are higher than in practice, which will make you feel a little bit nervous, but that's okay. Competition is everything you work towards. You should enjoy it. You should embrace and accept it. In your defining moments, you should feel alive. You shouldn't be resisting them. So, I think this poses a very important question to ask yourself. Are you doing this because you love it? Does it make you feel alive in ways nothing else can? Do you truly love the pure aspects of athletic competition when everything is on the line and you are the one that needs to step up to get the job done? Or are you just doing it for the accolades and glory that come with it? Are you just getting through it to reap rewards and praise afterwards? And I say, you need to figure this out. Because if you're confused between the difference of the two, when your defining moments do come around, you're gonna lose. And I promise you that at the moments you are in the world-renowned flow state, doing it for the pure love of the game and desire to win, you will succeed.